Hi everyone, Scrap and Lizzie here. I just came to take a moment of your time. I know everyone's busy, but look here. What I have to admit that I've gotten a little lazy. Now, these are yo-yos. You all know about yo-yos, I'm sure. And they're very simple to make without any kind of apparatus. But since I've gotten into El lazy mode, I kind of ordered myself this little gadget that helps one make the yo-yos. And I know you can make them without any gadget. I've seen these gadgets for years, and I've always said, why would anybody buy a gadget when you don't need a gadget? Well, I'm now that kind of person that needs the gadget. And so, let me see if this will, I wonder if I can fit another one on here. I could probably be a little close. Let's see. See, okay, let me show you first on here. There is, on this side, you will see these holes are like little smiles. There's smiles all the way around. And I took my Sharpie marker and I wrote start and end. And the reason I did that is because once you put your threads through, you can't really see where the threads are then, because they are hidden in the smile. And so I put start and end, and then that way I know where I start and I know then where to end, so I won't, because if I put an extra stitch over there, I'm not going to be able to draw it together in the middle. And so, and then I wrote the size. This is 1 3/4 inch. That's what these are 1 3/4 inch. The finished yo-yo. Okay, now I'm not going to try and do that one because that's going to be real close. And so I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take this piece. Now see, if I take a piece of fabric like this, what I will do is I will just go to the corner. Now you want the side that's going to show to be against this piece. And when I put it there, I want enough edging out here to where I'll know I'll have enough edging to sew it. Okay, and then I take that back and I'll snap that in there. It'll snap right in there. If it doesn't snap right in there, you got to move this just a hair and then try again and it'll snap. There, it's all snapped in there. And then you take your scissor and you cut around, leaving a little bit of an edge there. That edge that you want to, that edge is going to turn under as you stitch. Now, I would rather just cut off of a large piece like this rather than to cut small squares and then cut them out of the small squares, because then when I go to cut the next one out of here, I will put my apparatus there just right where I need it, and so there'll be very little bit of scrap fabric left. And these little pieces like this, I keep these because then I'll cut these ones even smaller, because these will go on my little dollies that I make. Okay, so then let's see, I still have thread on this needle now, and all I have is a single thread because I'm using this. This is a little bit heavier thread. If you have like buttonhole thread or that upholstery thread, something like that, then it's heavy and you know it's not going to break. When I use just regular sewing thread, I'll always use a double strand because I don't want it to break when I pull. And so then I always start where I have my little start thing here, and then use your finger to kind of hold that edge down on the back, and then start at your start zone, in which you come from behind, and you just poke it up right there in that one side of the smile, and then I kind of just pull it through, and then I kind of hold that little bit of thread right there at the beginning, and then go in the other side of the smile. And when you do that, and then you get a knot like this, and you just say a couple cuss words, and the knot will come right out. No, don't say any cuss words. Why is my knot in there? And why does it want to put that knot in there? That is not good. I cannot want a cannot. I do not want a cannot in there. There we go. Did it come out, or did it make a bigger knot? Okay, just hold on to y'all's horses now. Just a minute. Whoa, Nelly. You know how they say. Okay, there we go. Had me a little knot there. Okay, now. There. Simple as that. Okay, see? And so then, once you pull that thread through, you don't really see that thread anymore because it's kind of hidden underneath the smile. And then you go to the next one. And both sides of the smile. Be real careful that you don't get the thread over the plastic here, because if you do that, then you done sewed your yo-yo right to the thing, to the plastic, and it won't come apart. So you just keep going all the way around, holding that little bit of that fabric down in the back, so that you're catching that too when you get the needle, when you poke the needle through. But I just, you know, as simple as it is to make a yo-yo without the yo-yo maker, it just, this is amazing how it actually, for me, it goes quicker. And I like the fact that I can get them all the same size. I can get them all exactly the same size, and I don't have to like worry making sure I'm cutting them exactly the same size. Even when you're cutting around this, you don't have to be very particular, because it's going to, you're going to fold over that extra anyway. Seam allowance, I guess that's what you call that. And so yeah, I'm getting, do I hear you back there, Papa?
Yeah, I come to let you know I was running away from home.
Okay, well, you go ahead and have a nice run. Don't forget to bring your toothbrush.
I'll be back shortly.
Okay, just be home before the street lights come on.
Okay, love you.
Okay, love you too, darling. Okay, there, now I've got it all the way around. See, I got my end arrow there, so I know to end it right there. And I can't see them stitches in there, so it's a good thing to go ahead and just mark them. Then you just pull it apart, pull that. There you go. And then there you got that, and just pull that out. Now you're done with that piece. And you just put them right over there, okay? Yeah, you put them wherever you want to put them, but I put mine over there. Okay, and now I'm going to draw it shut. I'm going to just pull my threads so that it'll draw shut in the center. Look how cute that looks like a little hat. And then I'm just getting it all drawn shut in the center, making sure that that edge, what did I just call that? Seam allowance? Yeah, I think that's what it's called, seam allowance. Make sure that's poked in there. Make sure it's shoved on right on in there. And then we're going to pull it and tie that. Pull that. We're going to just tie it in a good knot. I do a surgeon's knot usually. I don't know if surgeons use that knot, but that knot holds, which is just like a regular knot. You just wrap around twice, and they call that a surgeon's knot. I first learned that from my friend. I'm telling you, I'm having I just wonder about life or death or something lately. But my friend Lorraine, she lives in Canada, but she used to come. They used to come to Florida, here to Florida every winter and spend their winter in Florida. And okay, now I want to show you too that, like, if you're feeling it and you say, oh, you don't have that that seam allowance tucked all the way under there, I just take a little knitting needle and make sure that that seam allowance is tucked under there. Every once in a while it's not. And but I like how then each as you finish up your little yo-yo, I mean, even the stitches are equal parts, equal lengths apart. You can see really in this light colored one how each of the up and downs are the same. But the sizes, you know, then they come out exactly the same size, all of them. And I love that. But what I was saying about, I learned that knot from my friend Lorraine when she came down to Florida for for the winter a few years ago. And, well, they were coming every winter. They'd bring their travel trailer and they stayed, oh, I don't know, it was about 40 miles from here. So then I would get to see her at least once every time they come down. And she's the one that taught me how to tie the surgeon's knot, because of course we were doing crafts together. And
one more kiss in case I get abducted by aliens.
Okay, Papa. And so she taught me how to make the surgeon's knot. And but then they never then once it came COVID, then she couldn't come down, and they couldn't come down, they couldn't travel anymore. But then she got the COVID, and when she got the COVID, then she ended up with lung cancer. And just yesterday she passed away from the lung cancer, just yesterday. And so, but and it was just like a week and a half ago that Alicia passed away, and that was so sudden. And then about 2 months ago, Carmen passed away. Carmen was another. I'd never met Carmen, but we FaceTime chatted at least once a week, every Sunday morning, and she's passed away. Then my friend Samantha, about a month before that, and she used to live in Jacksonville, but then they moved to Homosassa Springs, which is only just about 20 minutes from here. And she was coming down at least once a month. She'd come down and we'd craft together. She passed away. It's like, what is going on? It's just, it's sad. It's sad. It's just like, you just expect people like to live forever, and they're supposed to live forever. And then it's just like, I don't know. I didn't mean to get into the obituaries, but I just thought of that when I thought of the surgeons. You know, I thought about my dear Lorraine. I need to get cards sent out tomorrow. Okay, now, but anyhow, that's what I wanted to show you on this. Now, and I just love this. So you can see when it's closed up how the holes on the one piece line right up with the smiles on the other, and that's what you got to just make sure you got that when you close it up, that those are lined up. Well, it won't even close up if you don't have them lined up. It won't snap. But if you hear that snap, you know you got them lined up good. But they come in all the different sizes, which of course, me being like a spoiled brat, I bought the kit that had all 5. Now this is the biggest one. Now this one here is going to have a 3.5 inch. There's a ring here you can see. That's how big the yo-yo will be. And so, but I got all the 5 sizes just because I think I need to have everything. And but look how cute. Look how cute how they did this with the on the pocketbook. How they put that on the pocketbook. How pretty is that? That's just so pretty. But I got all the 5 sizes of those. This was the 2 3/8. I made just one of that size. I think that's the 2 3/8 inch. See, there's a little line there, and that's what this one was, 2 3/8. So, but like if you're going to make like a mat, like for instance, if you're going to make you can make mats to go on your table or whatnot, and like you can put them together like this way. This one here I got a little cattywampus. I didn't pull that one real tight, so that's kind of goes in my seconds pile. But then these ones are all exactly the same, and if I just take them and just tack them in between here, all these, then they hold together, and you could go with making a square mat with all the whatever colors you want to make, and however you want to do it. That's what you can do. You just however you want to do it. But then you do this and you put together something like this, and then that you can put on your pocketbook or on the front cover of a journal or something. And I just think this is just awesome. Now I have also, because I'm like spoiled rotten, I don't mind being spoiled because I'm old, and when you get old like this, you need to let old people have what they want, even if they don't need them, because it's just what old people need to have. It's just how it goes. But I think this came with 5 different sizes, and of course I had to get all 5 sizes, of course. This is the very tiny smallest one. And these here, oh, let me show you here. I have this book. Now, I also have, let me show you first. I got this set too. Now, I haven't opened these yet. But these ones here make like flower petals. See how the petals are? Now, these make different size petals. And if you can see on this pocketbook, they've got an image there. You can see there how those flowers are. They've got all different kind of flowers on them ones. And those are 3 different sizes. Now this is all put in that oriental print. And so I'm not sure what that says. But I think these might be the originals because, and then I think that maybe Clover is the copycat. That's just my idea. But the reason I say that is because this here book that I have, it's Japanese fabric flowers, and here it is, 65 decorative kanzashi flowers to make, and see how they're all made differently. They're all made different, and they call these kanzashi. And what these were first made for is ladies would make these and put them on the end of like a hair clip or something, and they would wear them in their hair or make like a brooch out of them and that kind of thing to put on. See, here's some they got on hairpins. Here they have one on a pocketbook, and there was one right there is like a brooch. But there are so many flowers in here, but they're kanzashi flowers, and there's so many. Look at this one, how pretty that is. But they're just gorgeous. Well, of course I had to have the book too. Of course I did. I had to have the book. But I also ordered but I don't have it here yet. It's not going to be here till tomorrow. I ordered one of these things that is for making a heart-shaped yo-yo, and so that's going to be. I think that's going to be here tomorrow, and then I'll show you how well that works. But I'm going to keep all these here always in this here basket, hopefully, so I don't lose them. But look at these. I made most all of these I made while we were watching a movie last night, and I can't just sit there and watch a movie without having something to do with my hands. So I just had a piece of fabric in there, and my needle and thread, my scissors, and the one gadget, and I just made yo-yos. And so I need to get some brighter colors made too, and so I'll just have a whole bunch made. If you need yo-yos, let me know. And so anyhow, that's good, and that's wonderful. Everything's beautiful in America and every other place too. And so that's what I wanted to tell you today. That's my whole story. I'm going to see if I have something here. Let's see, in my reading material. Wait a minute, I didn't want that. I don't want that one. What do I have for reading material here? I must... What did I do with all my reading materials? Here, I got this on finger Indian braiding fabric buttons, tapestry weaving loom. Oh, there's my oh, I was looking for that earlier. Oh, I know what I want to read. Just a minute. Let me just go right over here and stroll around. I'm still here. I'm just turning my butt. Here they are. I came across my postcards from Spirit. I love doing these postcards from Spirit because you never know what you're going to get. And so I just reach in here and I get a postcard from Spirit. And we see what Spirit has to tell us today. And so here it says, "Dearest you, there are times you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that's shown up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits." That is so true. Every day is a new beginning. Every day is, and if you're in a rut, get out of that rut and realize that today is a brand new beginning. And that's postcards from Spirit. And when I think about, like I was just kind of talking about all the friends that have crossed over. I like to say crossed over. That's better. In just the last short little while. You know what? That's the Spirit that is speaking to us. Those are the spirits that are speaking to us through these postcards and messages that come. And so I rather kind of think about that rather than just to think that they're no longer here anymore, because I believe they're still here. Okay, well, tonight, I hope you all are having a good day. Today is actually Good Friday. And I hope all of you are having a good Friday. We're going to be coloring eggs tonight. We have, my daughter-in-law has already got the table all set up and all the stuff ready for the eggs. She's making, we're going to have meatball subs for dinner. She's getting all that together. She's got so many things that she's going to, different ways for us to color the eggs, and that's going to be fun. Look at my little dolly. See, this little dolly was made by Carmen. She was one of my ladies that now is Spirit that is adding to these postcards. And she made this little dolly. I just love that little dolly. So pretty. And she used the little bitty scraps on hers too. I just love her. Okay, so anyhow, so that's about all I have. Today I went and had my echocardiogram, and I could tell, I could hear my heart. It was just beating. So that means I'm still there. And I'm still here. And, yeah. So anyhow, I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make. Keep you safe and secure, happy and healthy. And I will see you on the next video. God bless and keep you. See ya later, alligator.